All right. Okay, gentlemen. This is our second offensive meeting. Not going to cover too much of the admin stuff. That's kind of for Wednesdays. Did want to bring up the fact that we do have a website. Since we have a team name, I've changed it. You know, the title to team them guys.
Okay.
Yep, them guys is our name, and our
I
color
like that.
are black and gold. And I like it. I like it as well. Still working on a logo, figuring that out. Still working on the t-shirts, figuring that out. But first, if anything, you know, gold. I don't know how easy it'll be to find gold as a color. I never even really looked for it as a teacher. I'm gonna attempt to do that, you know, this upcoming week. If not, just yellow. You know, yellow. If anything, we can go with yellow.
Yellow straight.
Yeah, black and yellow. You know what I'm saying? If you can't find a gold, quote unquote, gold shirt or whatever. I sent this email. I'm sorry, this website. This is kind of like where all the information will be all kept. So, for instance, this is, you know, our team meeting conference call information is up here. Our offensive meetings, which, you know, again is on Sunday. It kind of lays it out a week. Okay, Sunday offensive meeting 7 p.m. You know, virtual. Monday virtual. Tuesday virtual. Thursday we're going to be practicing at Warren Community Center, the same place that we're going to be playing the game. I don't have the schedule yet, but once we get the schedule, it'll look something like this. This is 2019 schedule. I don't know how many teams have registered. We are registered, so we're only $200 away from the actual, you know, being fully played up. So as when the other players start sending, you know, money come through, then that has to be done before the game. Hence, that's why I'm like, you're not going to play if you haven't paid. And then coaches, I need the money as well. You know, just help supply the snacks, the materials, you know, that we need for ourselves. So, you know, that would be greatly appreciated as well. So yeah, this is this website we have like I said, the information about the conference is not going to change. I set this up in recurring meetings, so you got all three. So all right here listed out. What you know, all you got to do is click on it. Information for the players if you need to get in contact with anybody or anyone individual player, or you want to talk to someone, or you want to, you know, hey, are you available for, you know, some sort of scout, you know, practice, or you want to, you know, run drills or whatever, you know, on your own. That's good as well. Also, I've recorded the meetings, the previous meetings. So all the team meetings. I don't have the offensive ones on the same website as well, but I'm not going to post that up.
Okay.
You know, for the coaches and those who really want to go listen to that, because it's the same source. You click on the link, they'll bring up the actual video, right? And my has all the ones, you know, from last year as well. But so as we're recording this one, it'll be up here as well.
Okay, cool.
All the meetings and post them on YouTube. As you can see, only got 4 views. This one only got 2 views. That's pretty good. 17 views. Appreciate that. So this will I have a link to the meetings on this page, and this is our documents. So it'll be each week. We'll determine like who's going to be doing the administration as far as the collecting for the team roster has to be printed out, and the waivers. Now I got a bunch of waiver forms from last year. What I'll do is I could just actually, you know, if you don't mind, Stan, could you take, you know, for the first week, can you be over this at practice next week before the game? You know, ensure that we get all the signatures for the waivers, as well as have them fill out the whatchamacallit, the roster. Like that has to be done, and we have to hand that up prior to the game.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
I actually have a one of the clipboards that I had brought, you know, to practice actually has like the stuff inside of it. So I'll print out extra forms And so we'll rotate that out between, the coaches on each week who has to keep that. As you can very well see, each of these are covering the days that we're going to be doing our recording meetings. Let's go over back up here. This is our weekly, this is our the whole season, right? Week 1, week 2, obviously when I get that information, I'll be posting that up in here. We'll be going over that every team week or what have you. There's a link to the offense. Okay, what I've done. I'm going to have a weekly playbook, and then we'll do play cards. So that's kind of like what this video will be kind of determining, like, play cards and what plays are allotted, and maybe we'll run a script or what have you. So that's kind of what the product of this meeting will be determined, our play card. Let me see here. Play card is basically try to see that. Right. Okay. So what's going to happen is that we're going to use the wristbands, right? And there's going to basically be 3 cards in each wristband each player is going to have. Okay. Let me print the playbook real quick. I'm just printing that along. And so what it's going to do, see how it's going to have 3 cards are going to be produced, right? And these are going to be in each player's wristband or play sleeve or whatever you want to call it, right? This will be red. We can make it red, white, and blue. We can make it red, black, and green. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? We'll come up with some form to distinguish each card, right? And then we'll basically, even though it has I didn't know this particular software works different than the previous play tool. Actually, numbers are 1 through 18 or whatever. But we can just make this say this. So this might be whether this be red. Well, let's say it's a black card. This would be black 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the same thing with green. It could be green 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and that's what we're going to determine. Based on the playbook on which plays go on which. What's the array? How this what this makes sense. What plays go in and out. Now, right now, all I have is 18 plays. Right now,
just 18. That's good. That's good.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty decent number.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It is. I can reverse the plays as well, and that can give us more, right? I can, every play I can reverse it, and then that'll give us each play could be double, right? So we can.
Do you want me to practice for receiver and quarterback, or just receiver?
Right now, as it currently stands, man, I would like for you, I think I'm gonna have you like the 3rd quarterback.
Okay. That's perfect.
If you don't mind, I primarily want you to be a wide receiver and put you at the X spot. You know what I'm saying? Because so you and Kevin are number 2, number 1, number 1, number 2. You'll be X. He'll be Z. As he said, he prefers the right hand side of the field. So it'll be on the right of the quarterback. He prefers that side. So you mind? Do you?
I can play both sides, but I'm left-handed, so I'm better.
You're better
left side. No, actually, I'm better anywhere. But yeah, I'm anywhere. I can go anywhere.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you'll be blue, and then we'll discuss Stan, who do you think should be tight end? Who should our Y be? Who should our slot be? Okay, so yeah. Has everyone had a chance to look at the play legend? Because that's very important. Did you guys get a chance to look at any of the stuff that I sent out?
I did. I looked at all of it.
You looked at all of it. Stan, were you able to?
I looked at some of it. I got to open it up on the stuff you just sent today. I haven't got a chance to look at
Okay.
the other stuff with the play legend I have.
Okay, the play legend you have. Okay. Right. No problem. Okay. So All right. Cover. So yeah, so right now this is our playbook, and then what's going to happen? We're going to come up with a play card, and then that also will be posted, right? So everyone knows what plays are going to be on the play card, and as well as we'll have, and we will decide who will be our first personnel with with our starters, and then with our guys, we'll our rotation guys for which position. So okay. All right, so let's go ahead. I wanted to just kind of cover the plays, or do we do? Okay, yeah, I just want to cover a few of the plays, and I'm not have to do every last one. I don't think that'd be a waste of time. You guys can or what have you. Again, the purpose of this, like I said, determine is to really to fill out this. Not this. Let me go to. I gotta go back to my. To get this the way I just not into my draft. So yeah, this is like the purpose of this meeting right here is to determine determine what's going to be our first set of scripted plays, and then which plays do we think are the best for first down. Two air plays, two throwing plays. I'm sorry, two passing plays and two running plays, right? For each of these situations. That's what this meeting's real deliverable is at the end of it, right? That's is to determine this, get input on this or whatever. But you got to kind of know the playbook, what I mean, to know which, and then we will over time as we play, these plays in the game, we can we can tweak them based on real world experience, and then we can start even getting more developed as far as like determining which plays, what to do, like for different defenses that we see. Because in an 8-man football, basically you can either have a single high, you can single safety high, or you can have two, you can be in a cover two, right? And and then and also you can either rush with two D linemen, or you can rush with three D linemen. But if you do that, it's going to impact your how many linebackers you have, or how many safeties you have in essence. So it could be like a 2-3-1, or it could be like a 3-2-1. Like in this case, this is a 3-2-1, right? This, that's the way we set this up. So it just all depends, man. I guess you could do a cover three. You may only bring one. I mean, you could decide to bring only one rusher, and maybe have four linebackers, or three safeties and three linebackers, one rusher. It just all depends on whatever. But as we continue, like for instance, in this case, right, you got two safeties, two linebackers, and two DEs, right? So this will be like a 2-2-2, 2-4-2. We'll see. But either or, it's gonna, what I'm saying, it's gonna be a few variations, right? Huh? What, Janelle? You going where? Okay. All right, bye. So, right, in this case, in this one, we had two linebackers where we had the safety being dropped down or what have you. So I don't know. I can't really say what we'll see from,
Not until we go live.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I really don't know, but we need to prepare for as the season goes on. We'll be preparing for both scenarios, and we may, I may have the exact same play, but okay, it may be going. Let's say with this one we have three, but let's say next time we have two safeties, right, versus and only two down linemen, or we could possibly have one down lineman and freaking, the three safeties or three or four linebacker or three linebackers. Obviously, it's going to have to adjust depending on the numbers. It's still 8 at the end of the day, right? Man versus zone, all of this, but it's a good thing we have a base. We have a base of what we want to establish, and you can tweak based on the situation. At least we have a base. So okay, so going into this one, right? How to read this? So okay, so here we go. After the snap, quarterback fakes handoff to the left running back, right? So the running back is gonna run this route. This is he's faking the handoff. Okay. Normally, we probably need to rewrite because this needs to be a solid line because there's no motion. This will indicate motion. But this symbol right here is for handoffs, fake handoffs, and then the regular handoff. Let me bring up while I'm thinking about it, let me bring up the play legend.
On defense, we're just winging it.
We're gonna have a defensive meeting Monday, and we'll
Monday.
over the defense, right? So I'm assisting him, but I'm kind of letting him let him determine that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, we'll figure it out at the end of the day. So direct snap will have the two lines, right? That'll be direct. I'm sorry, it should be a handoff. Shouldn't say this is a handoff. This is a fake handoff. So I need to turn it. Yeah. This is whenever you see a backfield play will always be in black, right? And whenever there's a dotted line indicates some sort of hesitation, right? Or just depends. A solid is right away full speed. So this primary pass rush a solid alternative and have an alternate route based on which side the linebacker is. I'm sorry, the defensive person, and we're usually going to be a CB or a cornerback. Yeah, so like let's say for instance, in the play, let's go back to this, right? So in this play is designed for when the CB is on the outside shoulder of X, right? Now he's on the outside, you're gonna run this route because that's how it's designed, right? For you to do a dig route across. But if he was on the inside, right? If he was on the inside, then you would run this corner route as an alternative. So that's how every X and Z and possibly Y, depending on whatever any alternate routes would be, is based on the opposite side, right? So for instance, the solid is the way the play is designed. So again, for the Z outside shoulder, it's going to do a post. But if he's on the inside, then you're going to do the alternate, which would be the opposite. But I wasn't going to put two CB symbols there, right? You only need one. So that's for all of the receivers to know, and I will cover that in our main meeting as well. That's how the receivers routes will be in red with basically two options depending on what side the cornerback is on, whether on the inside or outside shoulder. Going back to the legend. Where was that? Okay, going back to the legend? I just thought I had the legend. All right, so going down here. Offensive linemen, their routes will be always in black. Okay, so their running routes will be in black. Every person is eligible to receive the ball.
That's my next question.
Go ahead. I answered it.
I was going to ask, you answered it. So the center can go out too?
What's that?
So the center can go out for a pass too?
Every player is outside of the quarterback, right? He can't throw to himself, but you can throw it back. You can't do a trick play, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we allow one pass though. You allow only one pass per snap, so you can't like do double passes, but you could do like a flea flicker, right?
Okay.
Okay, so you have the ability to do that based on the rules. But anyways, but all the offensive linemen, right, which would be the center and instead of just calling them guards, I'm just calling them tight ends. So tight ends and the center, right, they're all eligible to receive the ball. So their routes. Their routes will be in black, and they'll be, again, the same idea. Solid is right away, with dotted being kind of a delay. But what these X's are is meant to like, hey, rub the guy. Don't just go straight into a route without blocking. Block, then go into your route, right? That's
like a delay, pretty much.
Was that?
Like a delay.
Right. Well, in this case, no. Run your route, but rub the dude before you know what I'm saying? So this is not a delay. This tight end, like in this way, this tight end is meant to go, this real route or whatever, this route, go straight into it. You know what I'm saying? Don't delay, but rub your defender before like as you're running, as you're playing the route. This will be a delay. Like this one, block, then go into your route. You understand?
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. But don't just go into your route, leaving your defender under, without chipping your guy. You know what I'm saying? Chip them at least. That. But this is primarily going to be on offensive linemen. All right. Route tree. I covered this before. I'm just covering it again. Route tree. What we'll do, the quarterbacks. So the quarterbacks, right? We'll have the players play cards. So we'll be either red 1, 2, 3, whatever, right? In these play cards. So each play card can only hold six plays. So, one way is like, let's say, what's going to happen is that you're going to there'll be a coach on the sideline. It's going to be Stepman this time, and I'll be up in the stands. I'll be calling out the plays that I want to be played, right? And he'll, he'll be lifting up. Well, Steph, do you want to lift up the letters? Like I've actually got a thing with letters and numbers, or would you just rather call it in? Just
letters and numbers. Letters and numbers.
Huh?
Letters and numbers. I like that.
Yeah, it's letters and numbers, but I actually like Stephen, you're on mute if you're trying to talk. So what's going to happen is like I'm gonna call. Like we're going to go ahead, Stephen.
It's really on the quarterback, really.
It honestly, whatever benefits the quarterback.
It's on the quarterback, really. Yeah, it's on the quarterback.
You know what I'm saying? The offensive quarterback kind of can. If they have a preference, I can do whatever.
Okay.
I can do whatever. Let's say we switch guys out. Maybe one quarterback prefers something one way, and another one prefers something another way. I'm flexible. Whatever's conducive to success.
So what we're talking about is the option is either that Stedman or the sideline coach can yell into the offense what the play is, red 3, or I also have printed up like literal numbers and letters. Like I printed up a big old R, I printed up a W, and I printed up a B, right? And then as well the numbers. So 1 through 6. So instead of him yelling it, he's lifting it up. He's lifting up the number, the letter R and the number 6. Or the
smart.
You know what I'm saying? But he could just verbally say it across the field. Or would it be better to have a graphical representation? And
it can be all, as long as we have a base. The base should be the letters, and then, like you said, it's up to the quarterback. The quarterback might tell you to call it out.
Right, versus lifting it up.
But our base should be letters right now.
Also, we're gonna have, and this is what I wanted to like implement, on the do before actual damn game, man. This is just crazy, bro. People just, it's wild.
It's difficult. Everybody got lives.
Yeah, I know. It's just wild, man. But anyway, also see how everybody is a color. This is also how it's going to be presented on your play card, right? You're going to have, it's going to be just like this. This is the play. This graphical representation of this play is going to be on the play card. So like for instance, this one is saying like, okay, so this one is saying, hey, the running back is going to go into he's going to come across, right? He's going to run right up, from the left to right, do this move, right? And then the QB is going to fake it and he's going to pull it back. He's going to act like he's going to give him a handoff, but he's going to pull it back, right? And then you have his options would be his Z, his X, or the freaking halfback, right? He'll have these three options because he could throw it to the flat. He has the X to be on this route, obviously he's on this corner route. The Z is either going to be up here or the Z is going to be up here, depending on how the CB is lined up, right? So, but let's say for instance, hey, instead of I want the running back to get the ball out. Instead of it being a fake, he's getting the ball. What could happen is like we got every color down. All the colors are there, right? All these colors are here. So in this play, I saw segment like green, green, green. You know what I mean? He'll put up the green, so it's R. So let's say this is R6 green, meaning that green's gonna get the ball. Like we want him to get the ball in this particular play. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right. So there's a green dot. So when that green, you lift up the green dot, that's who's getting the ball. Specifically, green's gonna.
Is the quarterback allowed to bootleg?
Yes, quarterback can run, and quarterback can do anything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like it's as close to like regular football as you can get. Like you can bootleg, the quarterback can run, you could blitz on any down. There's no seconds. You know what I'm saying? You could blitz immediately.
Yeah, I'm asking because I've never played flag football that has running in it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And I understand. Yeah. I'm just letting. No. Believe me, don't. I'm not taking any. Please don't think that I'm, taking offense to what you're asking. No.
No. Keep going. Keep going.
Sure, man. Yes, the quarterback can run the ball. We could block. We could downfield block as well. That's why I have these running plays. Because I'm like, well, a lot of people tendencies because flag football is kind of meant to be more like throwing.
Yeah, like 7-7.
Yeah, it's more like 7-on-7. So this is like as closer you're gonna get to like contact. Tackle.
Like that.
So you're gonna get. Like most of the times, in a lot of flag leagues, like the quarterback can't run the ball immediately. Yeah. You have to the second person can run the ball. You have to hand it off first, and then you can run a pass. A quarterback is automatically going. We could do a direct snap, man. You know what I'm saying, to the running back, or we could do a direct. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just run automatically. Yeah, it's completely different. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But I like it.
We can fool them a lot.
It gives you more options. Yeah. You can keep players alive by using your feet. You know what I mean? Which a lot of quarterbacks in this league, or at least in the league, again, when we played before, quarterbacks who ran the ball. So, anyways, coming back to this. Okay, this is our 2B formation. So what this is basically saying is that, we have before the snap, the quarterback motions the slot receiver, orange, to the right running back position. So he's going to be over here, he's moving here. So that's kind of what this is indicating. His endpoint is going to be, he's going to motion them here. Okay. After the snap, the slot wide receiver goes through the right A gap between center gray and right tight end purple for the block. So he's coming up here to block this linebacker. All right. Tight end is going to pull, right? After the snap, running back green either goes through the lane in the right gap or bounces outside of the outside shoulder of the right tight end purple. Option, if defense is crashing in through A gaps, core QB has the option of pulling back handoff and passing to either the X or the Z. You see this? So that's why this is a quick curl and, and this option or corner or what have you. So, yeah, but the tight end is supposed to, after the step, tight end is blocking or pulling to the right. So this lane could be over here or his lane could be this way. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, the corner would have followed the Z this way, or the center would have, you know what I'm saying, would have followed or whatever. This is kind of like the orange is going to be blocking any linebacker coming through this hole to go this way, or he can, like I said, he can bounce out and go this way. So
Okay.
that's the way this is designed. Okay. I'll let you guys go ahead. I'm not gonna read every play, man. 'Cause I thought again that'll be
No, I've been studying them. I've been studying them.
okay. Steve, until you look at the playbook, man, just come back. You know, again, I don't want to keep this meeting on for too long. What I'm going to do, you Steve, tell me which ones, as well when just let me know. I can send this document to you guys, and you could just like, hey, you know, this. I think this play would be good on a second and short. Or this might
I
be.
mean, like you said, we really won't know until game one.
True. We won't. But again,
As long as we have a base.
yeah, we have to have a base. You know, have to have something, or what have you. So I got to look and see how many run plays do I have. Most of the plays, so like for instance, this is just a strictly passing play. You know, and I think this is like a short passes. I think it's a short yardage play to be honest with you. Short to medium. That's what I'm saying. But the way
Short play is going to win us. Actually,
was that?
Short pass is going to win us. The short pass is like a extension of a running play.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it, man. That is definitely it. So yeah, this is also like it's, but most of my plays are set up to be run RPOs. There's always a run pass option in it. You know, there's always a lot of backfield movement. Most of the time, most of the plays that I've designed, Samir also designed most of these plays or what have you as well. So, like for instance, okay, this one, the quarterback. Okay, so this quarterback's motion slot receiver, right to left. QB fakes handoff. So again, it's supposed to be a fake handoff. Should have put it right here. So I have to go back and increase the symbol. The fake handoff will be to the motion receiver, right? So it's looking like we're going to do a jet sweep, right, to the left. But then he hands off the run. He hands it to the running back. You know what I mean? You know, because once the snap, so he's going to snap the ball right when have him snap it like right before the slot receiver comes within range. This is why you have to practice this type of stuff because it's all about you know. I could draw it up, but it's all about timing, right? So you snap it right when he gets close enough to where, and he's going to hold it out like he's going to give off a handoff, but he pulls it back, and then he actually hands it off to the running back, right? So it's supposed to be has to be just seamless. Because once the snap happens, like he's doing, it's going to be like snap real quick, snap, fake, handoff.
Okay.
To the races. What we're hoping to do is that these linebackers and all this, change that. It needs to be safety. All of this, everything will be fighting on this motion, right? You know.
You want to bite.
Exactly. So let's say, for instance, I call this play, but instead of the fake, I might, it'll be opposite of that. So if I put it, I have Stedman. Okay, let's say this is green 3. All right, green 3, orange. So instead of the fake, it's actually the handoff. Orange gets the ball, right? Next play, we could run it, you know what I mean? And like maybe 2 or 3 plays down the line, we could run it and then we'll give it to green. Green gets it, right? Or I could say yellow, you know what I'm saying? We want yellow. So that's the passing option right here is yellow. This tight end's gonna break, rub, and gonna break free. You know what I mean? So, maybe you run it back and instead of like there's always like 2 or 3 options in each play that I've designed.
Good.
This one was actually adjusted is based off of what happened the other day. So with this, what we're going to have to do, for this one, we're going to after the snap, red moves laterally. So this is kind of like a quick throw to the Z receiver. Okay, but with when we tried this out in practice, we actually had the runner back in I. So here we'll have him kind of offset to the right. So he'll come in between the line. He'll come in between the center and the center and the quarterback to look as if he's going to give him a handoff, right? Boom, boom, and then instead he pulls it out and throws it to the Z receiver for a gain, small and medium, maybe it might be 3-4 yards, something like that. Here's a corner. When a cornerback is bootlegging, he's bootleg. There's a right bootleg, right? So snap, gets the ball, running back is here to protect. All these center, all the offensive linemen is kind of moving off the line immediately. That's why he's going to bootleg out this way. So his protection is going to be with the running back and the slot receiver. But again, he's bootlegging, and he has this option, he has this option, or this option. More, realistically, right? Or odds are that depending on how fast I mean, I guess if everything starts crashing, you come up, maybe safeties might start biting up as everyone's shifting, right? The DE may run. Who knows? The DE, we will find out. But ultimately, the protection is going to be for the running back. Let's say, like I said, for this DE, if he passes, he rubs, his tight end rubs him, he might be coming straight for here. So the running back has to, kind of protect his left. The right will be the slot receiver, his bootlegs, and these are the main targets right here. His main target's going to be possibly here, maybe you, but that's if everything is, nice. But the main targets is here, over here, for a short game. Or you could decide to keep it and run, what I'm saying, and maybe run up the sidelines. But that's also an option. Yeah. So I'll go ahead, guys. I'm gonna send you. I'll send the down the distance, and maybe Tuesday we can decide on what we want those plays to be. And so basically what'll happen is okay. So we're going to leave let me talk about the play card. So the play card is going to be this. We're going to keep it to what the same thing it was for practice. This first game, the play card. So I might as well just go ahead and publish that now. Let me talk about that. So here's a playbook inside. This is a playbook inside the tool. So this is practice 20. This is practice the other day, right? So this past Thursday. So I'm gonna open this up. Okay. Now, how you select each card, each play is how it's going to be displayed on the play card. So once I've selected all the plays I wanted, and then then I'm gonna go ahead and print them. I'm going to select the 4x7, 2 by 4 by 4.75 by 2.75. Right? It's going to bring up this dialog box. All right, now what I end up doing, right? I print these out and I have to go ahead and what do you call it? Cut these out, put them in the sleeve. So usually what I do, it's kind of small, you can't really see. So what I do is I usually open up I put these on a Word document. That's a little bit more visible. So this will be the order. And what I'll do is I'll probably go ahead and I'll do it while I'm sitting here, guys. I need to make a little file. New. So these are the play cards we're going into this week. We're going to keep it exactly like how it was in practice. Okay. So this would be red one. Text box real quick. Red card. All right. Let's check this. I'm gonna call this white because I don't have a B yet, so we're gonna say this is white. We're gonna go red, white, and blue. So it'll be instead of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, this will be 1 through 6. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hey, so I was thinking about this based on like that practice, the practice that we had where we were trying to use the 3 cards to, you know, get the plays out to kind of get that process going. And one thing we could do, maybe to make that a little easier or a little more streamlined, is we could still use like, you know, the red, white, blue, so the RBW card, and then maybe do some kind of like come up with like a hand signal or something that would signify like this is number 1, number 2 through 6. That way it could kind of, you know, you can like hurry up and I ain't got to try to fumble with 3 cards or 2 cards and make sure, you know what I'm saying? You just pick up one and then you, however you hold the card, this means number 1. If I hold it this way, this means number 2. You know what I'm saying? That's just a way to get the process a little quicker instead of having to try to find, okay, this is, and then I got to fumble through to find 6, you know?
Yeah. Okay. We would have to, I mean, okay. So you're saying like, okay, so a car can be held like 4 different ways, right? You know what I mean? Like we saying the red, like you could hold the R in 4 different ways because it's 4 cardinal directions. So what would be the other 2?
I mean, maybe you have to like cross your arm around it a certain way, or you know, relative to like my hat or my hand or something. It would signify that it's this one and this one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that still might be a process to get used to, but
or you just,
you know, even
just say it, just R6, R6, W6, or Romeo 6, Whiskey 6, Whiskey 5. You can just yell it out, and then you just yell it out, and hopefully they can hear you. That's the thing. So
right.
Yell it out. I can have because I plan on bringing a table, so you will have a table out there. You can kind of already have, you know, 1 through 6 already allotted. You know what I'm saying? Like already set up on the table, and or you can have multiple people. Like maybe you do the R, somebody else does the number. You know what I mean? So you do the letter, somebody else do the number, and also you got the color. That's another thing too, right? You got the color of the player, which is gonna say we want to identify a player get a ball. We bring up that color. That's another thing to deal with. That's 8 of those as well. I don't know, man. We gotta figure it out. Because like I said, I mean, you could tie the R upside down. That could be, you know, the R the right way, the R the other way. That could be 1, 2. That's 4. You know, maybe if we tilt it halfway this way or halfway that way, then that'll be 6, right? So let's say the R normally, and you also got to figure, you got to look at like the way he's looking at it, right? You know, so from left to right, because you're gonna have to present it kind of like backwards. But yeah, you can have the R what like let me see what I, do you understand what I'm saying? What Chris, you on the call. What makes sense to you, man? Because you're the quarterback. If you're talking, Chris, you're on mute, man.
I'm here. My bad. I've been drilled up. The allergies all jacked up. Jesus. Everything it made sense the way we was doing it. I mean, either way, we gonna make it happen. Everything's pretty cool. R1, we could say switch it up. Just like we do a halftime, just switch it up. So because people do start to catch on after a while. But whew. Yeah.
Okay. Play cards.
Oh, my body hurt. Oh my lordy.
Not so long.
The weather changing. I done popped the pennies. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. That's usually when it happens, man. When that weather's changing. That's
Yep.
like once it's, get started raining and stuff. So yeah, that's what we'll do, bro. Okay, so anyway, so these are the play cards. So this is, I'm just keeping it exactly the same. I'm gonna send out the offensive call sheet, right, to you, Chris. When Stan, you are based on this, you'll tell me which plays you think need to go, what you would like, right? I'll do the scripted plays. I'll release that out, sometime between now and then. Okay, and we can do it by committee. Like, okay, hey, I think this will be a good first down play. I'll be so and that so we got this all 18 plays right here. They're all 18. I already sent this out to everyone. All right, so this is our playbook for week 8 for week 1. This is what we're going into the game with. Right now, the play card. I just want you guys to tell me, what do you think should be first down, second down or short. And ideally 2 run plays, 2 pass plays, right? 2 run plays. And of course, you can use multiple plays over yonder. You can use whatever play you like. There's a goal line less than 5 yards, goal line more than 10 yards. But 2 run plays, 2 pass plays, 2 run plays. So so my 2 run plays should be these 2 columns. Pass plays will be D and E. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then and just have that to me if you don't mind. Just forward it to me. And then what you can name it, you can just name it your name, right? This offensive call sheet, Chris, Wendell, Stedman, and then we'll just kind of bring it all together. But going forward, that'll be kind of like what we'll be doing ahead of time. So when we get to this meeting at 7 p.m., this is kind of we would have already kind of put this on our own. And also to be more about talking about plays, and like if you got a play that you want to institute, and again, go into the tool, draft it up, write your notes about it, just like how I did, right? I did my notes, so this is kind of what I want you to come to the meeting with. If you have a play that you want to design, go on the tool, design it, write your notes to it, and then present it to us. Walk it out to us so we can all understand or what have you. Then we can include that into the playbook, going into the next week or what have you. If you chose to, like, you want to design a play from scratch. But have that done by 7 p.m. this meeting. So, we're not wasting any time, like, doing stuff on the fly. And then the result, have your offensive call sheet filled out as well for that week. And so when we're in the meeting, we'll be discussing, okay, hey, I think it's this, let's do this play for this third and short and third and long, or that's going to be the result. This, like I said, this is going to be the end product of this meeting. Is the play cards? We determine which cards should be, which one should be on red, which one should be on white, which one should be on blue. We determine that order, as well as how to design this card, this offensive call sheet card is going to be for that week as well. So that's all, gentlemen. That's all I have. I don't, I covered everything. I covered the website. covered this, my play cards, covered that. We go into what we have practice on, and yeah, we have the I need to make some edits to this, so like a play legend. So I'm gonna go ahead and make those edits and send out another play legend with the correct verbiage. And then a few plays I need to edit to make sure it's going on with the play legend. But yeah, man, that's it, guys. We have a defensive meeting tomorrow at 7 p.m. and the team meeting on Tuesday where we'll be bringing all this to the players.
All right. Talk to y'all tomorrow.
Great job.
Okay.